Hi guys, welcome to Glotact. My name is Andrea, and in this channel I share my journey of learning languages on my own. Today I want to talk about this fear that we sometimes have when it comes to speaking English, especially in public or with others. I remember that even though I understood English, I knew English, I understood other people talking in English, when it was a time for me to speak, I was very fearful and I was like, oh my god, please don't, please don't. It's more than having a good pronunciation. It is more on our mindset. If here we are blocked, it's gonna be more difficult to progress. Let's start with what are we afraid of? Like for real, what is that thing that makes us feel afraid? I have identified three things. The first one is this fear of look ridiculous in front of others. The second fear is to make mistakes. And the third one is to being criticized by others. We are afraid of being embarrassed. Imagine that there is a mountain. So let's say that we are in this point and it's our first time climbing a mountain. It is difficult. It is very difficult actually, but so you are walking alone, or perhaps if you're lucky you have a mentor or something like that. But let's say in my case I was alone and I didn't know what to do, so I was like, okay, what next? And I was afraid of walking and fall. And you know what? You are going to fall because it is a mountain and you're climbing it. So it's normal to fall. There's gonna be people who is at a lower point than you, and perhaps they will laugh because they saw you falling and they say, ha, you know. But why would you care for their critics? And also, fear is something that we as humans created because to protect ourselves for dangers, literally to save our lives in the prehistory. So if we were afraid, it was because there was some sort of an animal close and we had to run because otherwise it would kill us. But would this embarrassment kill you? Not actually. It's all in our minds. How could I overcome this fear of embarrassment? So I want to share three things. Truly believe that you are going to fall. Another metaphor here is when a child is learning how to walk. It's obvious that that child is going to fall many times. And if we see that kid fall, we won't laugh. We wouldn't even react because we know that has to happen. We don't say, oh, he's not meant to walk, he'll never walk, don't worry, he'll crawl forever. No, we know that that kid is learning and we give it time, we give it support, their parents give it support, of course. So why are we afraid of falling, of making mistakes? Because that is the whole point of this, of making mistakes. Because if you don't do them, how can you improve, right? And what is making mistakes? Actually, is learning. It's a process. It's not a linear process. So you are actually meant to fall. That is the whole point. So believe that. Get out of your life people who is not helping you, who are criticizing you, who are making you feel uncomfortable. Sometimes I know that you could say, oh, but they do not mean it. So tell them. And if they continue doing this, I can assure you that in a long term, they won't help you. What I do recommend you to do is to surround yourself by people who inspires you, who helps you, who are already where you want to be. Think about it better because it affects you, the people who you are surrounded with. And the third point is to ask yourself and really reflect on this. What's the worst thing that could happen if you fail? What's the worst thing that could happen if a person laughs? What's the worst thing that can happen if someone gives a negative comment to you about your pronunciation? Oh, that is an awful, horrible English. So what? I am learning. And if sometimes you feel that someone or something, or even yourself, is stopping you from speaking English or speaking any language, remind yourself that we are here to make mistakes, lots of them. that is the sort of the whole meaning of this. Making mistakes, learning from them, keep going. And also embrace those mistakes. Why do we take them as bad things? They're not bad. They are just the process. So if you like this video, don't forget to comment, subscribe, or like this video. Absolutely. See you next week. Bye.